Yo, what is up, guys? You guys know it's me, Sage. I'm right here, guys, and today we're doing What If Naruto had King's Powers, Part 8 or 9. I really don't know, and to be frank, I am too lazy to go check, so I'll probably do it after I'm done filming this video. So I guess you can say I'm one up against everyone when it comes to the lazy points. Yeah, I'm not funny. But besides that, guys, I'm really glad to see that you guys have been enjoying the series. I've been enjoying it too. I've been coming up with new ideas for it and so much more. And practically, I thank you guys for boosting the series to even more than I thought it would be. So, thank you. Also, another thing, guys, I want to announce is that I might be having better, my videos might be getting better, but I need to figure everything out considering I don't know how this, I don't know 100% how this whole YouTube thing works. I still have not figured it out. I was lucky enough to post a video and not get like copyright claims or anything. So yeah, I don't really know how this whole YouTube works. Hopefully I can find a better background music and everything, edit the videos. And pretty much until I figure out everything, my videos will be getting way better. So yeah. But besides that, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy, and let's get started. Alright, guys, let's get started with this video. As we start off with Naruto, who currently now is in the Hokage's office, surrounded by a bunch of Anbu, ready to kill him at any moment. As Naruto, he just went in there like if he used a flying Raijin. Even though he didn't use it, he looked like he used it. And, the Anbu thought it was some sort of attack, so they instantly jumped into action. They pulled up every single second. As Hiruzen tells them to back off, as they would do so. Naruto would say, tight security, I see, GG. As Hiruzen would then say, Naruto, what are you doing here? As well as Kakashi, as Naruto would then tell Hiruzen and Kakashi that he has something to tell them. As Naruto was actually going to reveal something to them, and this is something that is gonna rock their worlds. As Hiruzen orders all the Anbus in the room to leave, considering that Naruto told Hiruzen that he wants that, as all the Anbu do. After that, Naruto then begins to tell them about everything. About everything he knows about the spear, except he's gonna leave out that he had conversation with the nine-tailed fox, only saying that he saw the nine-tailed fox, but they didn't really communicate or anything. He's gonna leave that part out, because he wants to do something with the nine tails. As Naruto would explain about the origins of the spear, which Hiruzen didn't know. All Hiruzen even knew is about the spear's abilities. And not even half of the spear's ability, just a little bit. Considering that this was when Naruto had that trial. If you guys don't remember, Naruto had a trial, and they try to find a way to freaking get him in trouble, which backfired horribly. And Hiruzen got told about the spear's abilities by Naruto. So yeah, this was all new information. But the thing that Naruto didn't leave out is that he had a conversation with his dad. This would shock Hiruzen and Kakashi. As Kakashi would yell, you met with Sensei? As Naruto nods. As Hiruzen is shocked as well, as he's like, what did he say? As Naruto then, he would then stop grinning as he then looks down. As Naruto did say that he was angry at him for stealing the nine tails inside of him. And also, even more, I was more angry that he made up so many excuses, even though he knew that in the desperate situation, desperate times means for desperate measures. And I just blamed him, even though I really didn't mean to. As Hiruzen and Kakashi, they understand, considering that Naruto felt like he was abandoned by his parents. But after that, Naruto would then explain about how the power didn't originate from Minato himself either. So that means this thing must have just appeared out of nowhere. And after giving them all the information about it, Hiruzen and Kakashi would just sit there in shock, and thinking, what the heck is this kid? As Naruto would then tell them that if that's all they need, I need something to ask for the Hokage. As Hiruzen, finally gets out of the shock as he then says, what, Naruto? After you explain everything, what do you need now? As Naruto says, well, technically, since I'm the heir to the Namikaze, and probably the Uzumaki too, as he's like, how do you know that? As Naruto then explains about his mom, Kushina, as Minato actually told Naruto about Kushina. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but yeah, he mentioned Kushina to Naruto. So yeah, this would shock Hiruzen and Kakashi again, as Hiruzen actually then chuckles as he's like, well, technically, since you're the heir to the Uzumaki clan, and technically, since you're the only Uzumaki that the Leaf Village owns, I guess all of that is yours. As Naruto thanks him a lot, as Hiruzen then gives Naruto papers to sign, as Naruto does, as now Naruto is the leader of the Namikaze and the Uzumaki clan, considering that he's not only the eldest, but the only one that's in the Hidden Leaf Village. I didn't mean outside of it, I mean the only one in the Hidden Leaf Village. So after that, Hiruzen tells Naruto, does he want to be in the Namikaze compound? And that's where they were supposed to raise Naruto, Minato and Kushina, but they died, unfortunately. So Naruto, he had a little bit of sadness thinking about how his parents, how they didn't get to live together and everything. But he then smiled and said, yes, I would like to live there. As then Hiruzen would then chuckle as he then hands over everything to Naruto. So now Naruto has all the things that his family got. So practically he inherited his family's fortune and everything. When Naruto arrives at the compound, Hiruzen tells Naruto to look around and enjoy his time, which he does. Naruto would look around and he would see a bunch of things, and then suddenly Naruto would come across this room that was sort of meant for two people, as Naruto would then realize that this room was for his mom and it's for his dad, as he then sees a portrait of Kushina and Minato. And because of this, a tear was shed out of Naruto's eyes, as he then wipes it off. As he then says in a sad tone, I miss you, Mom and Dad, I miss you. As he then continues walking around. This is where Naruto ends up encountering something that he never saw before, as he accidentally stepped on a seal, which sort of activated due to Naruto's chakra, as Naruto instantly backs up and prepares to fight. As Naruto would then see as the seal begins to open something. As in the Namikaze compound, Naruto would then see a door open, as this would shock Naruto. Naruto, in sort of sign of desperateness, he would go ahead and enter the strange door. This was because of Naruto's curiosity, or maybe his sense for adventure, but most likely it's because Naruto had nothing better to do, considering that Naruto was a lazy boy. While walking, Naruto would see a big scroll with a bunch of seals and everything. Naruto had no idea what this was, as when he walked to the scroll, he for sure thought it was going to be some sort of trap, but I don't know why, he just went ahead and do it. He went ahead and touched the scroll with his bare hands. And Naruto, thinking that he's some sort of stupid guy for ever thinking about this, he then sees as the scroll ends up reacting to his ability, his chakra, as the scroll ends up opening up. While opening up, Naruto will see a bunch of seals placed on it and everything, as Naruto would not know what they were. As Naruto placed his hands on the first seal, as then suddenly it will instantly react to his chakra, as Naruto will be directly pulled into his mindscape. When inside his mindscape, Naruto would see two figures, or two people who are talking to him. As these figures cannot be shown or anything, but they look just like completely, they don't even have like a face or any features or anything at all. They're just They're just like strange little mannequins, I guess you could say. Naruto would see these guys as Naruto would then hear, "Hello, Naruto," as Naruto's heart would then beep really fast, as he's like, "Wait, that voice. Hello, son," as Naruto would then stop. He then looks directly into these two, as he then hears the voices of his two parents, Minato and Kushina. As Minato would be the first one to go ahead and continue speaking. "Naruto, if you have gone to this far, let me just say this one thing first. You and me must have had a conversation, didn't we?" As Naruto could not believe it. Did he plan for us to have a conversation? Did he plan for the Nine Tails attack to happen? Or did something happen? He didn't really know why, but I guess it is. He doesn't really know what happened, but he's just gonna continue going on. "If you're wondering how I knew this, it's because I knew that one day I would eventually die, either by old age or by something terrible happening to me. But I know who I am. I know how I am, and knowing me, I'll probably have at least made it sure that I would at least talk to you, in either by spirit or by some other way." As Naruto would not be able to comprehend about what's going on. "Naruto," as Naruto would hear the female voice, knowing that this was his mother, "I'm sorry that we couldn't be here for you, but consider this as an apology from us. We're sorry we couldn't be here with you. It's because whatever happened to us, we don't know what happened, considering that this is pre-recorded, so we don't really know what's going to happen in the future. But knowing from you listening to this, we probably died. But if that's the case, we're sorry, and even more. As an apology, we have made this scroll for a way for you to become stronger, and not only that, but since you are here, we're allowing you to inherit everything. So this scroll is going to teach you all the jutsus that we know, all the abilities, everything that we know practically." And that's what Kushina wanted to say, as Naruto would be completely shocked at this. Kushina would then explain about everything, how she loves Naruto and how she's sorry that she couldn't be with him, and if anything, she wishes that he. Yeah, I cannot talk today. What's wrong with me? That she wishes that she could be with him, but sadly she can't. As Minato would then go on. He would explain to Naruto that this scroll was designed to teach him everything. All those seals all have another memory, and these memories will teach you about the jutsus that we have, or their fighting styles, techniques, practically everything that can make you a splendid ninja. As Naruto would actually be upset, because why didn't his father mention this when they were talking? But he decided to ignore it, considering that he heard the voice of his dear mother that he was never able to hear. As they will continue going on to explain all the features to this, the last words that they will say to their dear son Naruto were they loved him. As Naruto would have shed multiple tears from this moment. After that, the memory stopped, as Naruto would have tears in his eyes that he didn't even notice. After wiping the tears from his face, Naruto would then wonder how the heck did they pull off something this amazing. As in Naruto would then think about it even more, as in Naruto realized that his father was the fourth Hokage, and since these were completely based on the mind, he must have got someone from the Yamanaka clan to do this, to record these things, and then use his chakra to record it, and then put it in a seal. But anyway, Naruto would then wonder what should he do. As on one hand, he's already strong enough, considering that he's always been over-relying on the spear to do everything for him. But in this case, he does want to honor his family, and he wants to make them proud. So after thinking about it a little bit more, Naruto finally came to the conclusion that he will learn all the jutsus, even though he thinks that he won't even be using not one of them. The jutsus that were hidden there will be jutsus like the Reaper, Death Seal, the Flying Raijin, a lot of jutsus that Hokages had made and strong jutsus that were created. Even techniques of the Uzumaki and their fighting style, Naruto would have learned them all, as he learned them all in at least a day, considering that he summoned multiple shadow clones and he told them all to do what he does. Practically, he tells them all to get memory, copy the technique, learn it, and after that they can poof away. After they were done doing all that in a day, Naruto would have all the memories rushed to him as he had learned everything. And not only that, but he still had enough time to go out and do some things if he wanted to. So after putting the scroll away, Naruto would go ahead and walk out in the town. When walking, Naruto would see Konohamaru getting tagged, like he will be getting grabbed by the collar up in the air. As instead of Naruto being there will be Sasuke and Sakura seeing this. Konohamaru will be yelling, let me go, I'm sorry! As Kankuro, who was about to punch Konohamaru, would then say, then you shouldn't have not bumped into me, brat. As he was about to throw a punch, only for Naruto to appear there in a split second, blocking the punch. As Naruto would then say in a cool tone, you shouldn't hit others. Tamari, who was right there, would see Naruto as she would blush, as Naruto would turn over there to turn to Tamari, as then suddenly he'll see a cute girl. And in this one, Naruto is not like Shikamaru, alright? He is not like Shikamaru. Naruto, he is way more level-headed. In fact, he actually does not think that girls are a drag like how, Shikamaru thought. In fact, he thought girls were, kind and everything, except for Sakura, alright? Sakura was even a girl. Naruto had a theory about that, but we're not going to get into that. As Naruto would have a small blush appear on his face, as he then shakes it off and say, what am I doing? As in Naruto then punches Kankuro in the face, sending him flying, as Naruto was actually surprised. He mostly over-relied on the spear, but he didn't really test his physical strength on anyone. As Kankuro's like, he ends up getting his balance, as he then says, what the hell is wrong with you? As Naruto says, well, I'm just over here trying to stop you from starting a war, you dumbass. As Kankuro is like, what did you say? As then Gaara would then appear, as he then says, Kankuro, stop being such a disappointment. As Kankuro and Tamari would then look on the tree, as well as Naruto. As Sasuke right now, fuming with rage, and Naruto once again stole his spotlight, would then see a guy with red hair and all in all just a sort of a bad aura coming off of him, as this will be Gaara. Naruto would see Gaara as Gaara would see Naruto, as he then says, who are you? As Naruto would then say that he's Naruto Uzumaki. As Sasuke then chuckles, he's like, Naruto, you dope. He was talking to me. I'm Sasuke Uchiha. As Sasuke didn't have a chance to finish his sentence, as Gaara's like, I'm not here for you, Uchiha. I'm here for the Uzumaki. As this would piss off Sasuke, as he's like, I'm Sasuke Uchiha. And who the heck are you anyway? As Gaara would then say, I'm Gaara of the Sand. As he then looks at both Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke is strong, to other people, but Gaara can just sense that Naruto is multiple times way above Sasuke in many leaps. So Sasuke is not even close to Naruto's level. As Gaara says, I'll be hoping that you guys will be participating in the tuning exams. As they would go, as Naruto would then see Gaara away, as he wonders, what the heck was that guy? But then Naruto would then look at the girl with blonde hair, as Naruto would then blush, as he does not know what the heck is going on here. He's mostly intelligent and doesn't go for this crap. As he ends up shaking his head, as he then asks if they were alright. As Konohamaru was like, thank you, big bro. Thank you so much. As Sasuke is like, why did you get yourself involved, you dope? As Sakura would back him up. Naruto would look at Sasuke and say, because I didn't come over here for you, I came over here for Konohamaru. Come on, Konohamaru, let's go. As Konohamaru and Naruto did develop a bond, However, they didn't really talk a lot like they did in the actual anime. So yeah. As Naruto and Konohamaru would then walk, Konohamaru would be begging Naruto to teach him a technique. Naruto sighing, he actually thought about teaching him some jutsus that he picked up from scrolls. So he ends up teaching Konohamaru, giving Konohamaru a jutsu for him to learn, which Konohamaru would thank. As this is where I'm going to end the video. I know that it sounds pretty, I don't really know. I know this video sounds a little bit off. Well, that's because of the background. It continues making me interrupt myself and everything. So I'm really sorry, guys. But besides that, it's HMI and I'm out. Peace.